Hello and welcome to the Titans of Arina Gold Bracket Grand Finals. You can see here the challenge brackets before the games were played. Metal and Stefan against Edie, DauT and Miguel, and we're going into the first game right now. It's Spanish and Mayans. Start with Miguel because he is up to castle age first. You can see here 1433, that's 26 villagers only with the Spanish. Very fast uptime. He is with 2 villagers, 1 villager on stone actually, so I guess we're going to see a boom from him. Against, on the other side, Stefan playing as the Mayan. So what Stefan going to do is on the way to castle age 5 villagers on stone. We are going to see plumed archers then. Main gold and main stone safe in the back as well as the second stone. Actually, nice map for him in my opinion. We have a little bit of scout fights in the middle happening, but nothing major as far as I can see. His teammate Metal RTS playing teal Spanish, of course. We have the main gold pretty safe and the main stone both safe in the back. Few idle villagers on the berries. There's actually 5 of them. That's quite some idle time, but we found them very good. And we have against him Edie playing as the Mayans. Makes sense to give Miguel this more of a boom sif, I guess. The Spanish can go for paladins here. Edie going then extra TC on the main gold and second gold, which are inside forward, main stone also forward. That means the castle needs to come up. I guess that's a good idea. Third gold forward outside, so Eddie's map really not too good. Where's the second stone for him? That's outside as well. He didn't want to take a restart here, I guess, or maybe they did. I'm not really sure, but it's the first game only. And we have Miguel, of course, with the Spanish. He's got the stone forward, gold forward, both stones actually, but second gold inside, and that's technically then the third gold, second gold even safe in the back here. TC on that already. That's 3 TCs up and running. I'm expecting to see 4 TCs for him. Can see the wood count is good. He doesn't have a villager on stone any longer because he's stonewalling up. Interesting. He probably knows about the castles from Stefan here with the Mayans. And I think maybe they won't even touch Miguel, which is a mistake to be honest. Letting Miguel boom on Arina is never a good idea. But they might try to double Edie here. Edie might be the player who is of course going aggressive, which makes sense, but he might have more troubles defending against a rush from both players. Right now though, Stefan is going for Miguel's space. Miguel double stone walling up. Look at this. He definitely wants to boom here. Wants his main gold save, wants to go for a lot of villagers. Does he have a 4th TC yet? No, he doesn't, but 60 villagers already, but 20 minutes into the game. Really nice boom for him. Handguard coming from him as well, and you can see Eddie saying, okay, let's go into metal space, let's try and do some damage with the plumed archers. +1 is done. Can Eddie actually see the walls coming up? Yes, he can, so he needs to go around here, killing 1 villager, very good for him. And Metal has 3 TCs, I guess. 1, 2, 3 TCs, 4 TCs actually. It's going booming as well. Siege Workshop coming up, but now the petards moving in to take down the walls, and there's plumed archers. The Siege Workshop coming up right in time, so Edie will face some siege units, not without trying to kill at least 1 more villager. Good for him. Now going back, trying to avoid the TC fire, and you can see quick house walls coming up as well. That means Metal should be quite safe. Another villager will go down, but it's not worth it. And Miguel at the same time is on the way to Imperial Age. Very nice boom for him, going with the monastery to have a second Imperial Age building, or Castle Age building, sorry. And now the stables coming up. We expected to see paladins for the Spanish. Nice shot with the mangonel, but not so much damage. And there is the plumed archers from Stefan, who is not really going aggressive against Miguel here. Didn't want to push. He probably knew, yeah, that's not going to work really. And Metal saying we need the paladins too, so that's why he's going for a handcut right now. He will be able to click up to Imperial Age quite soon, but he's delayed a little bit by Edie, and that's a very good strategy in my opinion. Buy Miguel the time to go for a really nice boom and then try to make it from there. Siege Workshop coming up from Edie. Edie doing wheelbarrow only now. He is on 75 villagers though, that's good for him. We have probably 2, 3 TCs up. Yeah, we've seen the TC in the main goal. Mangonel and the plumed archers moving forward, but Edie with more upgrades should be able to micro against that mangonel, maybe at least. A lot of plumed archers here from Stefan. That's not a big problem. Cavalier on the way, Fortune coming in, +2 already done. And that means Miguel is going to start and pump Knights, Cavalier to be a nice gate here behind that stone wall. And Miguel resources of course low, but he is doing all the upgrades and he is going for a lot of military units right now. That's 10 Cavalier at this point. And Edie is saying, okay, let's go forward, let's attack Metal here at the forward castle, mangonel for him and the plumed archers. Stefan on the way to Imperial Age. He was booming behind the plumed archers and the castle. A little bit behind of course compared to free boom by Miguel, but that's not a big problem. And looks like Metal is preparing to go for paladins as well, or at least Cavalier is doing Knights. He's on the way to Imperial Age, of course. Fortified wall coming in, which is very important at this point in the game, I think. Can really buy a lot of time. Can see this gate is not complete, but 87% is quite a lot. It will take some time before the Cavalier can take this down. And in the meantime, Metal should be able to mass enough Knights, soon to be Cavalier, then to actually fight back. What is Stefan doing? Stefan with the Mayans going for Imperial Age is not there yet. Going for Barracks. We're going to see Elite Eagle Warriors then, I guess, or probably just Paladin. Paladin Halberdier against the Paladins. Pikemen coming up makes a lot of sense. Of course, they know about Miguel's plan to go full Paladin here. And what counter Paladin? Monks, possibility of course, or rather, or a little bit easier is the Halberdier. Now the castle is up forward to take that gold. That's a good idea. The Cavalier moving out to find nothing. Actually, two of Metal's gold are forward. No, Stefan's gold, sorry. So he needs to protect those, and he should be able to do so, but he needs to take a fight with Miguel here. Won't be too easy. In the meantime, Edie is going with the Rams. Catram should come in any second. There we go. And Plumed Archers are not elite yet, but the Bracer upgrade is done. Paladin on the way for both the Spanish players here. And we do see more military units from Miguel than from Metal, and it's Paladin almost fully upgraded. Fortune coming in from Metal. Blast Furnace on the way from Miguel. So with the free movement 112 villagers, he's done quite a good job at getting an army out. That's 33 minutes into the game, 34 I guess, and the Paladins will be fully upgraded. Try to make this, or try to do this in a tournament game. It's not easy to do. Miguel, of course, knows how to make this boom happen. And now he's taking engagement. The Plumed Archers, they are just running away. They can't do anything here now. Pretty nice choke point. And the Halberdier is dropping out, which means Miguel has to go back. But of course, Eddie is helping out with the Plumed Archers. And we know Halberdiers are dying fast to those. So, a very big fight happening here, 34 minutes into the game. Beautiful to see. Look at this, all the Paladins, Halberdiers, Plumed Archers, everything is fighting between Stefan and Metal, actually. And if Eddie and Miguel can keep the fight here, they will have a pretty safe trade line. A few stables actually around Eddie's base. Look at this, there's a big fight happening. Plumed Archers behind. Looks like Stefan, 65 military units, has a lot more than Eddie and Miguel, but he needs to use those. He needs to send them in. Siege trams coming from Eddie, that is so important against the Plumed Archers, but they are able to fight back. So Eddie and Miguel are dropping back a little bit, trying to reinforce, then take the fight again. Stefan with enough stone for yet another castle. Does he have the Plumed Archers elite? No, elite Plumed Archers done from Eddie. That's so important to see. Paladin Archer armor coming in. The siege trams, of course, going down, but that's not the biggest problem here, or the biggest thing. The biggest thing is elite Plumed Archers against non-elite, and the Paladins from Miguel are actually able to take this fight against Metals. So right now, looks like Miguel and Eddie are winning this fight in the middle. This castle might not go up. A few more Halberdiers coming in, but look at Eddie's Plumed Archers. That's gonna be hard to kill without siege units, and even Paladins around those Plumed Archers won't have an easy time. Right now, looks like Stefan and Metal are able to fight back. The score difference is not that big. Elite Plumed Archer on the way now from Stefan as well. Left inside, nothing happening. The castle is actually not doing anything except for maybe covering this gold a little bit. And this fight's still happening in the middle. There are siege trams from Edie moving forward against that castle. This castle might not even go up. Look at this, the HP going down quite fast compared to the building speed here. The Paladins now moving in to take those rams down. I think that's -1, -2. The castle will stay up for now. Eddie doing banking actually, and we are going to see more and more finds around that castle. Castle will help out a little bit, but as you can see, Miguel and Eddie are still flooding units in. No trade yet for anybody, which is surprising to me. 40 minutes into the game, you could think about a trade, but right now they have enough gold left, and you can see siege workshop coming up forward. Siege workshops actually, 2 castles, 3 castles in the middle around that gold. I think that's an extra gold here, which means Miguel and Eddie will try to get a much stronger position in the middle, as they have already, and they will try to push from there on with trebuchets now. That's a very good idea, because traps won't be easy to kill for this army. Plumed Archers, if they can approach things, yes, but there are so many Plumed Archers and Paladins around, it's not gonna be easy. Conscription now coming from Miguel, quite late, but it's alright, and Metal moving to light cav. That's never a good sign. That probably means that Metal doesn't have a lot of gold left, and with a light cav against Paladins or elite Plumed Archers, we know this is going to end. The siege trams taking a lot of arrow fire. Now Miguel moving in, which is a mistake. Maybe he's not controlling his army. I don't think that's happening intentionally, but I think it's to buy the time to take down the castle. Maybe you can see Miguel and Eddie more than 100 military units, and sorry, Eddie and Miguel, and Metal is on 12 right now. Stefan at least like 50. That's not going to be enough. Architecture coming in, may even coming too late. This castle is going down fast. That's seconds, but there's the siege troops moving in. Castle will fall, and Miguel is pushing forward with the paladins. The bloomed archers from Edie following. This is not looking good for Metal and Stefan. I think the first game will go to Edie and Miguel here. Looks very good for him right now. Pikeman even coming from a Spanish player now as well from Metal. And no more Halberdiers around because all the bloomed archers are helping a lot with the paladins. The Halberdier are not good enough at this point because they don't get enough support. Metal and Stefan calling the GG. First game going to Edie and Miguel. Second game, we are going to see Edie and Miguel again. DauT is not playing yet. Edie Byzantines and Miguel Burmese, two very strong arena civilizations. Against, we have Stefan as the Britons now and Metal RTS as the Slavs. And I think it was Modri who told me sometimes after the finals, after the tournament more or less, that he would prefer Britons and Slavs over the other matchups in this match pool. Burmese and Byzantines, Mayans and Spanish was most picked in round 2 of the Swiss stage, as far as I remember. Britons and Slavs in round 3, that's why I added them up together, and I needed to put in a few more civilizations, of course. So we have 6 matches in total here, or 6 match picks to choose from. Now Edie with the Byzantines, makes sense to give him the monk civ, more or less, because Burmese, I don't really count Burmese as a monk civ as they have the Arambai. Let's go for his map right now and go quickly through the maps. Let's go for stable actually, which is interesting. They want to take a bit of map control probably. This is what Britons and Slavs are supposed to do as well. Main stone forward, market and stable coming up. Interesting to see. Second goal outside or third goal. The main goal is safe in the back. There's the third goal from Edie, quite far outside actually. The main stone is forward. The second stone is quite safe, which is good for him. So if he needs to get a castle up, he can take the stone. Not going to see a tower rush here. Edie is playing against the Britons here, and Britons should be able to defend from Byzantines for quite some time. Maybe Byzantines in the late game could be better, but Britons are powerhouse on Arena with those archers, the extra range, with I don't know what else you can count in here. Very nice economy, of course, cheaper TCs. Both stones safe in the back, and looks like Stefan is going for the castle here. Main gold. Forwardish, but more on the side actually, so he should be able to protect the second and third goal though forward, which is not too good. Then we have the Slavs here. Metal going for. Are we going to see a stable as well? No, looks like Market Blacksmith up for him. He is going for a boom then, or maybe I don't think monks. That's really unlikely against Burmese. Maybe siege workshop later on. Main stone for him is forward. Second stone forward outside. Not too good. Slavs don't really need a castle early on, but later you want to have one. Second gold outside, third gold outside, but could get walled in easily. And the second gold safe in the back. This looks good for him actually with the main gold relatively safe in the back, and if needed you can go for team wall here. Castle coming up from Stefan right now. And look at this, this is not looking good for Miguel actually. His map is not too fine. Main gold forwardish, main stone forward, second and third gold forward outside. So his map probably the worst of all 4. The second stone outside towards Edie, but can get attacked. 2 extra golds here actually, a little bit of scout fight happening. And a forward castle coming up here on the 2 stones. Miguel is going for the Arambai. Makes sense I guess. Edie is going with the scouts to take map control. Is he going for a boom here? 3 TCs up and running. So it looks like Edie won't push here. Instead, Miguel with the Burmese will try to take advantage in early castle age. We have Metal RTS with 43 TCs up and running. Possibly 4 if he wasn't castle pushed, but right now the Arambai are moving in, so he needs to utilize some defensive units. He's got a siege workshop up doing mangonels. Arambai can out micro mangonels, I guess, but then again, without monks, the Arambai can take a lot of damage and can go down, or can not take so much damage and can go down quite fast. Mangonels moving in, let's see. That's one big shot on those Arambai. None going down, but look at this, only 9 HP left. And there is the longbowman from Stefan coming in to help. So Edie actually doing some knights here, but that's not gonna be the ideal choice against more and more longbows here underneath, fighting underneath the TC. On the open field, that would be a different story. Castle is up on the main gold from Stefan with an extra TC here. Another extra TC coming up. That's 3 TCs up and running right now. And Edie should be ahead in villages. Yeah, 53 for him. While Miguel, of course, going for the push here. Is he on 1 TC? No, second TC up and running. I think Miguel is not the 1 TC player, really. He likes to go for more TCs for a good economy. Even though he's pushing, he will be able to do it, in my opinion. He doesn't want to win this in Castle Age, usually. They will want to go for Imperial Age and try to have the better position then. Wheelbarrow coming in from the players. Not a lot of things happening right now. Iron by production still going. A few monks now. Miguel is grabbing some relics, because why not? Let's get some more gold in. And the Longbowman trying to take down villages, actually one going down, so you are not taking the stone any longer, Mr. Miguel, says Stefan here. And there's 3 mangonels, there's monks now, but not a perfect monk control, and 1 mangonel also going in from Miguel. Thing is, those Longbowmen 5+3 range, that means both keen arrow even done, very important to see. A mangonel won't really be the best choice here, I guess. So for now, Metal and Stefan are able to defend, and it looks like they might have more economy, pretty much the same villager numbers, but Metal of course started the boom earlier on, and Stefan knows how to play a castle plus 3 TCs. You can see now Eddie's moving forward with villagers. Let's see what he's planning to do. He's on the way to Imperial Age, but the Byzantine's cheaper imp, it makes sense, and he just bought 100 stone, I think, to put a castle in between Metal and Stefan, more on Stefan's space of course, and Miguel is not trying to go into Metal space any longer. Instead he is moving around, trying to find some single villages maybe, and then the question is, where are they going to attack? Imperial is coming from Metal and for Stefan as well, and that means Miguel will be behind for a little bit. He's got 3 TCs now up and running, but needs a few more resources to click up. And castle now coming up, no, market actually. It's not a castle on the main goal, but it's only the market, and those Longbowmen will be able to defend from 3 mangonels even. I think that should be possible from inside the walls. So right now we're waiting for the Imperial Age to come in from Metal and Stefan. In the meantime, Eddie is going with the trebuchet, of course, trying to take down the castle from Stefan as fast as possible. Second trap on the way, and some Xing happening. It looks like Miguel and Eddie will try to fight from the middle here. This could work really well if they can reinforce fast enough, or if they're getting caught in the middle between 2 players attacking them. We might see a disaster here. Both is possible. Ironbar is still trying to do some damage, and Miguel is still not going up to Imperial Age, but he's got, or he just had the biggest score. Now Eddie is the score lead, and the team score is really close. Nothing decided here. We have the Longbowmen back at home, trying to probably take down the mangonels, and those trebuchets were able to take down one of the castles. Stefan got 1 castle left. I guess he hadn't put it up for too long. Chemistry coming from him. Brazen elite skirmisher from Eddie, so he knows how to counter Longbowmen. Actually, I would expect Eddie to go siege rams. He may not have the resources for that, or the economy, but later on against Britain, siege rams is almost a must, really. Siege ram coming in from Metal RTS though, and there's Ironbar inside. I didn't even see that. Looks like they're going down fast, and Miguel said, okay, I need to stop the conversion, so I'm just going to suicide those. And Metal with the monks now moving forward again. Metal should maybe try and go for a castle. He cannot really take stone, it's a problem, so he's going for the siege ram. And this castle from Miguel might go down fast. 3, 4, 6, 8 siege rams moving forward. Pikeman is done. Quick gate coming in, but it's not going to be enough. And I think this castle is bye-bye. The pikeman even going into the siege rams. I like this decision. Now Stefan is saying, let's counterattack the castles. And he just put a second castle up. It will go down faster than he put it up, I guess, because he's repairing his 7 villagers, but he's getting attacked by 3, 4 trebuchets, and now there's catrams moving in. That's -1 TC, 1 castle for Eddie, -1 castle for Miguel. Stefan and Metal doing a good job, and the siege rams are moving. What can you do here? Hussar actually done by Miguel, and he's got a castle up on that stone, on that gold. But the siege rams won't be stopped easily. Metal just use all the monks here. No, I think he's got bureaucracy here. This castle will go down too. Eddie might lose his second castle here. The trebuchet is still shooting. The elite skirmishers moving forward against the Longbowmen, but you can see they are not effective enough somehow, and the rams are actually taking a little bit of the arrow fire from the elite skirmishers. Siege ram though moving in. Can the castle go down? Yes. Now the traps will die, I think. Maybe one could remain up, but there is -3 traps for the 2 castles. I think a good fight here from Stefan and Metal, as you can see, moving in with the siege rams. This is beautiful, and I don't think Miguel has what he needs to take this army down. He needs to go. Yes, actually he's doing that already. Very smart by Miguel. He knows what he's doing already. 200 swordsmen coming in to fight against siege rams and halberd. It makes so much sense. Now Stefan also moving out, trying to fight siege rams. That's the only problem he has right now. But a mangonel behind will help. There's not so many siege rams from Edie at this point. Edie going around with the archer ranges. Another castle coming up, and the villagers from Stefan actually taking down the siege rams. On the other side, Miguel's base is getting flattened. You can see the siege rams are working splendidly. The halberdiers are actually taking, even doing some damage, of course, hussars here, but they are even okay-ish against the 200 swordsmen right now, and Miguel is losing more and more. This is not looking good for them. Miguel on 170 population. If he's dropping below 100, I think we might see the GG early on. Stefan is able to defend here. Edie is now attacking the castle that came up, but the elite longbowman moving out, almost fully upgraded, missing one range upgrade. I guess Yeomen are done here. That's not a big problem because Metal is dominating now on the other side. Miguel tried to push, but Metal came back stronger in Imperial Age. And looks like Miguel has not a lot of units left here. 120 population still, at least it's 93 villages, but there's not too many 200 swordsmen. And you can see finally siege rams going down. Miguel lost a lot here. His resources, he's got a lot of wood, so he can rebuild it a little bit, but it's going to take some time. Now Eddie's the one to push here. Siege rams, as we said, against the Britons, very good idea. And he's taking down one castle, but Stefan, I think, is still able to hold, and the 200 swordsmen won't do anything against those elite longbowmen. What can you do here? They will die faster than, I don't know, it's dying fast, fly getting down or something, I don't know. Champion on the way from Metal. That's actually Metal. Oh, sorry, that's Metal's 200 swordsman, my fault. I knew Miguel had 200 swordsmen, but now Metal also going for the unit, and Metal's champions, they might not be stronger at the start because the Burmese bonus, the 200 swordsmen from Burmese will be stronger right now. Miguel actually trying to fight back here. Amazing to see. He is with 96 villagers, so that's a good enough economy to try and fight back. The game is not over. Metal and Stefan are getting pushed back a little bit. Now 2 cap drums moving against that castle. That should not be enough. And siege drum also from Metal RTS trying to help out. You can see Edie using the cheap elite skirmishes against the elite longbowman from Stefan. Stefan going for the light cav now, makes a lot of sense here. And Miguel trying to push in, but I think he doesn't have a lot of units left. That's one 200 swordsman doing a little bit of damage. That's it pretty much. And now I think Metal is trying to fight back. Oh, and Stefan is in Miguel's space with the elite longbowman. This is going to be deadly. The villagers have to run away. That means a lot of idle economy. Edie is attributing to Miguel, giving him some resources, but Miguel doesn't have the buildings. He has been rebuilding towards Eddie's space here. 2 extra TCs. Of course, he is trying to keep his economy strong. He is trying to keep his unit count up, but can it be enough? Eddie moving into the siege rams now, and Stefan may need honor chest or something like that. Elite skirmishes coming in for him, but against the siege rams they won't be too good. And the light cav can get taken down by those arbalists quite fast. Another castle soon to go down here. Actually, Stefan is not repairing that castle. Maybe hasn't seen that yet. And Metal trying to help out using the siege rams. Miguel's base, at least the insides of his wall, are getting demolished. They are getting taken down. There is not a lot left. And Miguel's base is next between his original base and Eddie's base right now. I guess Stefan and Metal RTS don't know that yet, or maybe they can suspect it, but they're focusing on the inside of Miguel's base, of course. And you can see now the traps going down from Edie because Metal is helping out on the other side. Light cav moving in against the elite skirmishers. They're not the best light cav in the game, but you can see 2+4 defense. That means the elite skirmishers will have a hard time. Edie only now doing tumbling. It's really late. I guess I forgot about that upgrade. And Miguel's still trying to keep his numbers up, but only 69 population right now. He lost a lot more inside his base. The elite longbowmen have done a lot of damage, and the champions, of course. You can see now siege rams from Metal RTS moving against Eddie's forward here, and this castle will go down. There's not enough villagers to repair this. There's not enough units to take down the siege rams. And I think, ooh, this is close, but the castle finally going down. Stefan going with another castle to claim his goat, and we can see that Metal has more siege rams than Edie right now. So in the long run, Edie will get pushed back here. The light cav doing a good job against the elite skirmishers. Eddie is on 12 military units and 28 from Miguel against 140 in total from Metal and Stefan. This can be GG any minute. We are going to see the 1-1 unless a small wonder is happening. Cavalier coming from Miguel, Husband reforging from Edie, but that is not enough. And you can see Metal and Stefan are dominating this map. Britons and Slavs, a really strong combination obviously on Arina 2v2. Interesting to see that they can be so strong actually. Elite Lumberman Siege Rams champions. We can see a few Elite Skirmishes now, the Light Cav coming in. But you can see the good economy and the nice unit compositions you can go for apparently are working against Burmese and Byzantines at least. And looks like now Edie is soon to get pushed at his own base. Siege workshops coming up forward. Elite Lowman trying to take down villages. Light Cav moving in. This castle might fall quite fast if Stefan is going for a trebuchet or two. He is doing that right now as expected. And Metal is sending more and more siege rams, trying to take down everything that Edie built outside his original base. We have Edie and Miguel in trouble together. They are a little bit over 200 population. They are trying to fight back, but I don't think it's going to happen. You can see that GG is being called. Domination by Stefan and Metal in this match, 1-1, and in this video we're going to see the 1v1s, the best of 3, game number 3. First 1v1 of game number 3 going to happen. On the right hand side you can see the civilization pool. Let's see what the players are actually choosing in the first game. We have DauT playing against Stefan. DauT using Ethiopians here against Stefan Teutons. Could be interesting. Interesting match coming up. Stables up for Stefan. DauT with an archer range. So we're going to see archer production. Double bullocks coming in for both players. Castle Age on the way. Let's go for the maps quickly. DauT with the main gold in that pocket here. Relatively safe. Second gold, second stone outside. Second gold inside but on the walls. And that's actually DauT's third gold. So really not looking too good. We're going to see scouts against archers in early Castle Age. Usually this favors the scouts unless there's a lot of archers, then the archers will become stronger. Then again, we could see knights from Stefan here, both up to Castle Age. Crossbowmen coming in immediately. Main gold and main stone forwardish for Stefan. TC coming up. Second gold or third gold for him outside, but a second gold safe in the back actually, quite far in the back. Also had the boar in the back, which he had to lure with the scout. Was too dangerous in villager. Second stone also safe in the back here, so the map not too bad for Stefan. And a TC coming up in that little gap here. Very nice to see. 3 TCs up and running soon. Actually, DauT going with the siege tower, going in, but he's getting quickly walled. Actually, this is open, look at this. So no palisade here around the main stone. DauT is able to go in with the 5 crossbowmen. 2 of them going down to the town center fighters. -1 villager. This was not a good fight here from DauT. And that siege tower and the crossbowmen really didn't work too well because Stefan went for the knights here. Now Stefan should be ahead in villages at least a little bit, but it's 38 and 40, 39, pretty much neck and neck. DauT has 2 TCs up and running, only 2. Does he have 100 stone left? No, this is 3 TC coming up now on the main golden woodline. Nice TC spots. Again, Stefan with a better map in my opinion. This might become important later on in mid to post Imperial Age. Siege Workshop coming up from Stefan right now. Maybe he wants to go aggressive here. DauT is not producing too many more archers. Crossbowmen, but as I'm saying that, you can see here crossbows coming in. And a siege tower to maybe protect those crossbowmen a little bit, maybe to try and go for another hop. The knights may need to run away. Also monk here. 1v1 is totally different from 2v2 if you ask me. There's so many different dynamics in 2v2. We know what's happening in 1v1. We know that the fights are happening between 2 players, not between 4. And 2v2, I think I enjoy 2v2 a lot. Not all the time, but sometimes it can be really entertaining. And I hope to see some 2v2s after the Titans of Arena tournament. But usually it's the 1v1s that are getting played. So you never know. Maybe 3v3 later on. This could be important on Arena sometime. Not right now. And we are going to see DauT gold mining coming up. Resources okay-ish for him. Market now. Got a lot of riches on gold here already. And we have Stefan. Let's see. Lower on resources because he just clicked up to Imperial Age, going with the university. Teutons against Ethiopians. What are we going to see here? Ethiopians, strong arbalest. We might see onagers against that. It would make a lot of sense. Teutons don't have siege rams. Ethiopians get very good siege actually. Bombard cannons from both players as far as I know, from both civilizations. And the knights moving out. We might see Paladin here. Paladin will be very strong. Ooh, nice. Taking on a Mangonel and a Monk. Second Monk also going down. That Mangonel was really good. A lot of crossbowmen from DauT. He's also on the way to Imperial Age. Didn't click up so much later. And Stefan are trying to go for his main stone. Ooh. Ooh, nice shot. Good attack round. DauT should go back. Onager coming in immediately from Stefan. Stefan with 93 against 86 villagers. Not so much difference. Is he going for Cavalier? No. He's going for a forward castle, actually. Can DauT stop this castle? He's trying to attack the mangonel, but the villagers are repairing quickly. Castle coming up from DauT on his main stone as well. DauT has a few relics. Actually, 3 against 2 relics for DauT. A little bit of a relic advantage. Arbalest, Bracer, Chemistry. Makes a lot of sense. And we are going to see Bombard Cannons, probably. Let's see Stefan going for Trebuchet right now. He doesn't have Chemistry yet, neither has DauT, but DauT will have the Chemistry first. And then I think he will start to produce Bombard Cannons. Does not have a lot of food right now. It doesn't need so much food. So a good amount of Arbalest. And we're going to see a little bit of a Trebuchet fight. Now Stefan is sending villagers immediately to repair the castle. DauT will do the same. And we're going to see more traps until the Bombard Cannons coming up. There we go. DauT going with the first Bombard Cannons from the 2 siege workshops. Stefan still waiting for the Chemistry. No, it's finished. So also Bombard Cannons on the way. Another castle coming up here actually from Stefan, but Stefan is the first to lose his castle. Needs to go back now. Can he actually finish the job and can he take down the castle from now? I think looking good, and bye-bye. 1 for 1 here. Arbalest now moving out against the Onagers, but the Onagers to the group of Arbalest are dying fast. The Arbalest from Ethiopians, of course, firing faster, giving them a little bit of an advantage over the Onagers. Of course, siege Onagers is a totally different story. They are doing so much more damage as far as I know, and we might see some big booms, but nice split here from DauT. Good armor control, and DauT actually taking the middle here. Stefan taking the extra gold from DauT. Nice steal as long as you can. Why not do it? But DauT is moving forward. 5 Bombard Cannons, 3 Trebuchets. And Stefan doesn't have the siege units to counter this. The siege workshop, the siege Onager upgrade is going down before finished. Yeah, 90% siege Onager and Stefan calling the GG. Wow! Game changer. Wrong siege workshop to make the siege Onager upgrade. Maybe should have gone with one in the back, but he didn't have it. And DauT taking a 1v1 for his team. Second 1v1 is between Metal and Miguel. Miguel, a really strong arena player, but I think Metal's playstyle might be dangerous for him. Then again, Vikings, of course, good economy, but against Slavs, I'm not sure. I think the Slavs might be stronger here. Let's see how Miguel is going to play this. Or start with Metal, actually, because he needs to deliver unless he wants to lose the 3rd game, and that would mean Edie and Miguel together with DauT will go in a 2-1 lead. We can see a second TC up and running on the gold in the back here. Second gold safe in the back, main stone safe in the back. The main gold on the side actually with the TC right now could be attacked. Second stone outside and the 3rd gold quite far outside. Can see the Slavs player Miguel going with the scouts and a few spearmen actually from Metal will do the job, will be able to protect the space right now. I think Miguel should still be able to go for the relics. He's going with the monastery now. Also siege workshop is up, stable, barracks, everything. Second TC up and running, 3rd TC just came up, I guess. So for now, Metal probably with a strong economy with the Vikings bonus, of course, gold mining coming in for him. And we're going to see minor fights in the middle. Let's see how this is going. I need to sneeze, damn it. That's not it yet, but might come soon. Pikeman done actually from Metal RTS. Handcard coming from Miguel now. Of course, that's the big advantage of the Vikings. They have such a good food economy starting in Feudal Age actually. Metal saying horrible player against Miguel. That's apparently an inside joke. They're doing such, have been doing that for quite some time. Not sure about it, but we're going to see something about these jokes later on. Right now, Metal actually with the score lead, more population, 3 more villages, 5 more stone mining on the way, and resources for Miguel looking good. But Metal RTS clicking up to Imperial Age first. And now what? Not sure what the Vikings should do here. I'm expecting to see Arbalest actually, or maybe Berserks, but I don't see castles up for Metal. He's actually going for the standard infantry. That's what Miguel should do too, and here we go. We are going to see champion fights here, possibly with Onage just behind that. Pikemen, a lot of them actually on the field. Look at this is crazy. And a castle coming up forward. Miguel got a 3rd gold and a 2nd stone forward outside. He's got the main gold safe in the back. He has the main stone quite safe in the back here. Where's the other gold? That's outside as well, so his map not too good. And that castle, Metal is taking control over 2 resources here, over 2 1 stone and 1 gold pile. He's going for the stone pile right now. Trebuchets on the way. 200 swordsmen coming up. Imperial Age soon to be done for Miguel. Gold shaft mining on the way. And we're going to see trebuchets now by both players. Of course, Metal RTS first trap. He is going with another castle next to the first one. Nice push for him actually. Taking down the siege workshop using his mangonels. Miguel has only 2 relics. He should have more in my opinion. But of course, Metal was fighting for map control at least a little bit. And now there is 2 against 1 trap. Miguel trying to repair, but Metal the second castle also, and there's more traps on the way. The pikemen will be helpful. There is 200 swordsmen for both players on the field, but Metal RTS going for the champions first, and masonry iron casting on the way from Miguel. Miguel does not have the resources yet to click champion, needs a little bit more gold. Problem is his castle is going down, and those trebuchets will be able to take down the barracks really fast. That's actually very important at this point in the game, because you want to stop your opponent from producing military units. And if this barracks is going down, if the champion's upgrade is getting cancelled, we might see a fast GG here. We've seen that in the game between DauT and Stefan. The champion upgrade is going through though, and we are going to see champion fights later on, unless Metal can actually overrun Miguel right now. A few champions on the outside trying to raid a little bit, but Metal RTS is not open. His base is closed right now. No chance to go in. Even a few berserks, not elite of course, in the mix. And the trebuchets now taking down the rest of the barracks. Houses. Miguel is housed on 140 and now going for 150 again. Quickly putting up more barracks, but it doesn't have a castle left, and Metal has the 2 castles, so he can go for more and more trebuchets. This is not easy to counter actually. Look at this. Metal has 54 against only 29 military units. He was able to boom faster. Metal now in the middle going for that monastery, but it's not a big problem usually, because right at this point in the game you need to focus on attacking your opponent, and Metal RTS is doing just that. He is taking on another TC. If the champions are going into the pikemen, there will be a lot of farmers, a lot of villages going down, and they don't have loom. Wow, look at this. Miguel is going without loom here. That's a mistake. I guess he forgot about that. He's sending in a lot of champions, but looks like Metal still has more. 45 against 23 military units. He's taking this fight, and the trebuchets is still taking down more and more buildings. Looks like Miguel might lose a lot of villages soon, but Metal is not going into raid. He's still trying to fight against Miguel's army. Maybe that's the good idea here. TC coming up, 2 TCs actually on the outside, and one monastery on the outside to maybe move the mangonels, move the relics, sorry. Double siege workshop not going up. And this TC is falling so fast. Double shot and bye-bye. The villagers actually need to run away now. A lot of champions, double the military units from Metal RTS. I think he's right now winning this game, and that means we're going to see a deciding game number 3 here for game number 3 in total. Look at this, the villagers are actually not able to go in because the TC is full, and the champions are taking down the vills now. 92, 89, villager numbers are dropping. Population not looking too good from Miguel. He is on 108, so still over 100. But that's not going to be enough for long, and Metal 76 military units against 68 villagers. GG being called. We're going to see the deciding game between DauT and Metal. Last game of this video, free choice of civilization, and as you can see, really free choice. DauT is going for Koreans on Arina against expected Metal RTS going for Malay. Actually, a little bit of a change in the rules in the Swiss stage and in the single elimination before the grand finals. It was a team random game. Right now with the best of 7 and with the 2 mirror matches in games 6 and 7. With Modri's input, I decided to actually go for free hit and pick here, unless the players agree on the team random. And actually, Modri, congratulations, it's usually Memstradamus. Right now, Modristradamus, he was actually predicting or saying if DauT and Metal, for example, would play against each other, the team random, it hugely depends on the civ. Not sure who is better with which civilization, but right now, looks like he was right, and we might see a very interesting fight here. Now, makes a lot of sense. DauT is going for stone, and he's moving forward with the villagers. 395 stone in bank. He won't go for a castle here. Doesn't make sense. Instead, we are going to see the towers. DauT is going to castle age. He will be up 1432. Really nice time, and the first watchtower on the way. Let's see how Metal is prepared for that. Actually, Metal in this game going for a few curses. A little bit unsportsmanlike, but this has been discussed. Metal was not serious here. It's more of a joke between Miguel and him, as we've said in the game before. He's going to call DauT a terrible player later on, I think. And DauT was actually not happy about this, but I think he took it and said, okay, let's move on. It's not the biggest problem ever. Metal didn't say anything else after that in the same way. Let's go for his map actually and see that DauT is moving forward. Siege tower actually, and now guard tower is moving in with 8+2 range, 10 range in total. That's 7+1 attack. Those towers can be really annoying. Mangonel will die fast, but not without taking down 2 villagers. Very good job. Metal has probably 3 TCs up and running. Main stone safe in the back, that's at least something, but you can't really do, even counter towers won't really help. You can see DauT is moving in further and further. Guard tower coming up, quick houses against that end. One Mangonel taking down another 2 villagers. Is the last one going to die? Female villager building 1 tower, and she's going to finish it apparently. So Metal is still booming, 47 against only 29 villagers. That's probably less than nothing compared to what you usually have here. Now the guard tower on the other side not going up. Looks like DauT's tower push is not bringing the success that he wanted to. Let's go for DauT's resources, 300 stones. We cannot go for a castle here. Instead we're going to see more villagers coming forward, more towers, only 1 TC of course. Boat killer are on the way only now, quite late here, but of course DauT has been going for siege units as well. And DauT is actually taking more and more control over Metal's base. Metal got 2 extra golds in the back. Very important for him to have those. He cannot see them, which is a problem. Can he actually see his second gold here? Didn't see it right now. Wow, that's such a bad scouting. He's not going to find this gold. This is crazy. He can only see his main gold and probably the third gold, which is outside. So Metal must think, damn, I'm low on gold, and if the bad scouting is losing him this game, that would be so huge, because we've seen bad scoutings in 1v1s. We've seen games getting maybe not lost, but getting changed a lot by not scouting all your base. Can can Metal sometime in the game see these goals? Not yet, at least. Castle coming up, 2 Mangonels against that, but looks like Metal with the 2 TCs and always garrisoning and unleashing the villages here. Unleashing is probably the right word. Is able to finish this castle, so he's stopping the tower rush for now. At the same time, DauT saying, okay, let's move in. Counter watchtower now, and I think Metal should be able to get this tower up faster than DauT here. A few karambits moving in. Now this guard tower is up actually, but I think it won't last for too long. And I think now Metal might have a chance to find the gold finally. He's going with the farms, and yes, he can see his gold. This is amazing. I'm not sure if he realized this in game that he didn't see his gold. He's also going to find more golds in the back here if he's expanding a little bit more. Can see another extra gold, and I think he will be happy right now. Going for karambits, of course not going Imperial Age, because why would you? Instead, the karambits moving in. Actually, they should die really fast to the towers. That's not a good idea, but with the ram support and karambits inside, he should be able to take down a lot of towers from DauT. Right now the score is not far apart, but you can see villager numbers 74 against 41. I think DauT must have added a second TC by now, or not. No, we're 31 minutes into the game actually. So only 1 TC from DauT. A little bit of a YOLO strategy. Maybe it could have worked, but Metal has a pretty decent map actually. If he had 4 golds, this might be GG a lot early on. Metal only now doing wheelbarrow quite late again, but DauT has pretty much nothing. 43 population. What are you going to do? And Metal has all the time to go for more and more booming, for more units, for more siege actually. DauT is too far behind. I'm pretty sure he's going to lose this game. This castle might go up. If he's getting that castle up, this might be good. He could go for trebuchets, but he cancelled it already, and the karambits now moving out, taking on the Mangonel. Would go back into the rams probably, or attack the villagers. And DauT is trying to keep his towers up. The siege tower won't do anything here, and the villagers getting dropped in fast. Metal on the way to Imperial Age, of course, with the melee. That's really fast, and in Imperial Age he can go for trebuchets, can go for cat rams at least, so he will be able to take down all the forward towers. Imperial Age also coming from DauT, but what will he have left here? Nothing. 1 siege workshop, 2 or 3 towers maybe. It's 3 towers right now. That's nothing at all. A castle coming up against the players already in Imperial Age, who's already going for chemistry. Malanga bombard cannons, I have no idea right now. Siege workshop coming up, conscription on the way, and looks like Metal is in full control of this game at this point. He has a lot of gold to take. He's going for a mining camp right now, and he can go for whatever unit he wants right now. He's got enough resources to do that. DauT is good with the resources at this point, but low with villagers. Look at this, that's like factor 2.5 to get to Metal's villager number. This is not looking good for DauT. He is trying to win this. He's not giving up yet. He's not getting attacked, but there's the first bombard cannon. Siege workshop will go down. The castle will fall fast. Now the keep now coming up from DauT, still trying to go with the towers here actually. Of course 13 range is a lot against only 12 range bombard cannons. The keeps have bigger range here, but the trebuchets can take down those towers without any problems. And Rams moving in as well. The warbangers, since only 2 are not doing a lot now, the bombard cannons can attack that castle. And Metal right here, yeah, is saying you're a horrible player like Miguel. That's not sportsmanlike. And DauT, I think, was a little bit pissed. Maybe I should have acted on that, but it didn't really change anything, because at this point in the game DauT can resign. No chance to come back against the Karambit spam right now, against bombard cannons, trebuchets, rams, possibly battle elephants, possibly anything to counter what DauT is bringing on the field. The next castle is going down, no more towers left. This is over. I'm going to fast forward because I know this is going to end, of course. And that's it with 3 games in this video. We're going to see game number 4 and 5, which were guaranteed in the next video, and then possibly game 6 and 7. I'm of course not going to spoil anything here. DauT calling the GG. Metal was able to defend from the Castle Age tower rush, from the guard tower rush actually. And yeah, calling DauT a horrible player, that's just wrong. It's barely wrong. And Metal, I think, shouldn't do this in a tournament. He can do it in the 1v1s if he wants to. I think he wouldn't have to fear consequences. But right here, I hope he learned the lesson. He still won the game. Very strong performance here from Metal on the 1v1 arena games. And I hope you enjoyed these 3 games. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next game. See you in game number 4 and 5. GG.